Episode 3, July 7th, 9:50 a.m. I'm all packed up. I checked twice if I hadn't forgotten anything, but I'm sure by the time I get home I'll notice that I hadn't, of course, packed everything. Happens every time. I just hope it's something I won't miss. To not my surprise at all, my blood test results are fine, so my mom can pick me up a bit earlier than we planned. Luckily for her, because that way she won't be late for work. As much as I'm eager to leave this place and hopefully not be back anytime soon, I gotta admit, I'll be very curious about Nathaniel's recovery. I hope he wakes up soon and goes to Australia just like he wanted. We were friends while one of us was unconscious. Would we still be friends if we got to know each other? Would Bobby and Nicole like him? I already have 2 friends and I think that's plenty. Sometimes when the 3 of us are not together and I discuss something with one of them, I need to have the same kind of conversation with the other one the next day. It's a waste of time. But who am I trying to fool? Friendship is not really what I have in mind, is it? And yet, I felt like leaving him something as a gift would be a nice gesture. I thought for a while what it could be, but since I didn't have that many things to give away in the first place, I grabbed my notebook and a pencil and put it on his bedside table. I asked my mom to buy it for me when I decided to start writing this journal, but I quickly figured a laptop and a phone are a lot more convenient. I left him a note saying it's a gift for keeping me company, and that Dr. Graham says that visualizing your thoughts helps with the way your brain works. I didn't write down my name. Take care, buddy. 11:15 a.m. There's leftover spaghetti in the fridge if you're hungry, said my mom before she left for work. I microwaved it immediately after she closed the door. It's good. I mean, hospital food wasn't bad, but I missed something with a little bit more fat. I'm very proud of myself that before I wound up in hospital, I had this unexpected urge to clean up this room. I can't imagine coming back now to its usual form, which is just like everybody else's room but upside down. It's a little dusty, but hey, dust never bothered me anyway. I also already wasted water on taking a bath, making sure I'm a big part of climate change. And people say I'm irresponsible. I'm responsible for global warming. Checkmate. Okay, I need a plan. Bobby and Nicole are coming in less than an hour, and I still haven't told them about anything, and I don't know how to do that without making a big deal out of it. My face does look roughed up, but I swear it's not as bad as it seems. On a logical level, of course, I know it's a big deal for them. They're my friends, obviously they care. And yet, every time they do care and they do worry, it makes me furious. And one thing I know is that I can't control my emotions, and I tend to be very hard to stand in those moments. Bobby and I have known each other since 1st grade, and he is my best friend. He's the most beautiful and kind-hearted soul on this planet. How on earth does he put up with me? I have no idea. I don't think he has one corrupted molecule in his body, which I'm pretty impressed by after all that time he spends with me. He's very understanding, and I know I don't have to worry about him pressuring me into something I don't want to do. Like remembering, for example. Nicole, on the other hand, I can already hear saying, "If you don't find out what happened, I will." I gotta ask her if she realizes how dramatic she really is sometimes. But it is my body and my memory, Nicole. You don't always have to be the adventurous Mrs. Smith who must solve the case shooting the UMP-45 all the time. She hasn't said it yet and I'm already mad. The plan. 1. Open the door like nothing's ever happened. Like my face isn't purple at all. Hi guys, long time no see. What have you been up to? I need to know everything. Then I will point at my face and say, "What, this? That's nothing, not even worried about it. My doctor said, Ian, you have nothing to be stressed out about. You are perfectly fine. And you tell your friends when you're finally reunited that everything's good. Thus they shall not worry." And doctors know better, so you can't argue. 2. Stop turning everything into not funny jokes, sit down with them and acknowledge the fact that they simply want to know what happened. You're an adult, Ian. You can handle talking about emotions without getting emotional. Now go find some snacks before your guests arrive, like a good host you are. 1:10 p.m. This journal is slowly becoming like some influencer's Twitter account, where they can't go on with their lives without updating what's going on every 5 minutes. Well, this is the closest I will ever get to feeling like a celebrity, so let me shine. Dear Diary, I just wanted to update you that nothing went according to my very simple plan. I know, how could anybody mess that up? Well, I'll tell you all about it when I'm done hiding in the bathroom and contain my very human emotions. Talk to you later. Oh, and I promise I will never call you a diary again. 8:30 p.m. They already knew what happened because they came to visit earlier that day. Apparently, they wanted to surprise me in the morning, but of course, I wasn't home, and my mom was the one who opened the door. I mean, she had no way of knowing that I hadn't told them, but she did have the opportunity to confess to me. In the car, for example. I'm not upset with her, but I am upset with myself for acting like a child and not just telling them, like every normal person would do. The goal was to not make a big deal out of it, and I made it the complete opposite. You say it's nothing serious, yet you lost a part of your memory. Sounds like a pretty serious injury to me, said Nicole, and I could tell she was being suspicious of my truthfulness. And she was correct, since I'm still not sure I want to tell them about the part when I travel in time. Again, I want to be a dentist, not an actor. I'm not that good at lying. Look, Nicole, please don't try and make me all freak out. Can't we just talk about your trip? How was camping? I tried to change the subject. But don't you want to know who did this to you? She wouldn't give up. No, to be honest, I don't. I'm glad I don't remember. Do you know why? Cowardice. I'm scared, Nicole. I'm not you. I don't usually face fear. You know that. It's easier to move on that way. I can't cope with nightmares that I'm pretty sure would occur the second I remember. And that's true. I'm a coward. And although I know that everybody deals with their problems their own way, and not everybody has to be brave or be the hero in the story, and that there's nothing shameful about it, sometimes I do wish I were a little bit more like Nick. She gets things done. She doesn't run. I mean, she does. She gets her scholarship from running, but she doesn't run away from her problems. She solves them. Just like that. I'm spending the night at Bobby's. Like most of the summer nights, probably. And if I'm not at Bobby's, Bobby's at mine. Some things never change. It's not as easy for Nicole because she doesn't live just across the street as we do from each other, so she went home. I'm finishing the last French toast we made earlier as I'm waiting for Bobby to get out of the shower so I could go. What's taking him so long? 11:50 p.m. I woke up looking at Bobby's concerned face. He came back to the room and found me already asleep, but it was still early for him, so he just lied down and started reading. He noticed I was acting weird but didn't interfere at first. Not until I woke up screaming. Are you okay? Who's Nora? He asked. I don't know. I lied to my friend yet again.